Cree. This is just running through the material I've got so far for my work in progress show, which I've changed the name for, which is Make Your Own Bed and Hope for the Best. Anyway, this is the first story so far. Anyways, it's an experiment. I'm a working man, and I know a thing or two about politics. Alright, I'm 13, and I know that John Major is Prime Minister, and that the only reason I got this paper round is because my brother's mate Mark got promoted from Sunday paperboy to the coveted role of shop assistant at Smith's Newsagents in Hawley, where we live. So he then phoned my brother Will and offered him the vacant round. Will then asked Mum and Dad, all excited, and they said he could only do it if he shared the round with me. So through a blatant case of nepotism and state intervention, I'm now a working man. Boy. I've been doing the round a while. Will has since got another job, so it's all mine now. And you know what? It's alright. Getting up mad early on a Sunday sucks, especially when it's cold and wet, and the only people who are about are airport workers, dog walkers, wrong-uns and casualties from the night before, but it means I can burn my bike proper fast down the subway, noting it's unlikely anyone is going to tell me off. It also gets me out of going to church, which means it means I have to go on a Saturday evening, or catch the late mass at Gatwick on a Sunday. But at least I don't have to go to the 10:30 AM mass. It takes ages and there's loads of hymns. I get to Smith's. First thing, squint at the super bright strip lights. Say hello to Mr. Smith and alright to the other boys. Load up all the supplements and leaflets into the papers. Put them in my bag and sling it over my back. Then jump on my bike. At first, it was hard. That bag was proper heavy and once or twice I lost my balance and fell off due to the weight. But I'm used to it now. I reckon I'm going to be ripped by the time I'm 14. First stop on the round is the Royal British Legion Social Club. They take all the tabloids and have this massive letterbox so all the papers just glide through like paper aeroplanes. It's so satisfying. I normally take a few minutes to sit on the doorstep and glance at all the Millwall match reports from the day before, then meticulously scan the papers for any pictures of semi-naked women. Worst comes to the worst, there's always the sex line adverts at the back of the Sunday People. Does anyone actually read those? I make my way down Albert Road, just off the town centre where Smith's is. It's all small terrace houses down here, and most of them take the tabloids, which is a touch. The broadsheets are a nightmare, especially when they've only got a small letterbox and I have to individually take out each supplement and post it through like flat pack building furniture in reverse. I got a few complaints on that first couple of Sundays for being late and ripping the papers, trying to force them through. It's like getting a library delivered to you every week. Who has time to read all of that? A couple of the houses have got dogs. One of them I have to ring the doorbell and the other I leave it under a mat, otherwise those nutty canines will savage it. Almost took my hand off on the first day. As I make my way up the road, I pull a few wheelies off the speed bumps and get to the top and turn onto the Brighton Road, and then take the first right down Lumley Road, which runs parallel with Albert and looks almost identical. Sometimes I take a quick stop at Mike's Bikes and stare through the window at all the sick BMX and mountain bikes and try and work out how many weeks' paper round wages it would take me to save for one. Then quickly abandon because it sounds like a question on a maths test and I'm shit at maths and spelling, and I'd probably have to work for about 200 years. Once I've blitzed Lumley Road in the town centre, past Smith's, then round onto Oakwood Road. I've learned that if I swing the handlebars side to side when I pedal, I can go even faster. Each week I try and do the round quicker. The houses are bigger down here and there's a lot more that take the broadsheets, plus a few flats and maisonettes, so it's tricky, and the speed bumps are like those distant hills beyond Reigate that I can see from the railway bridge. I tried doing the wheelie here once and cut my elbow, pretty bad, though that was the same day I found the ripped out page of Club International discarded in a bush. I couldn't believe my luck. Gloria, every cloud. I come off the bike a few times. Once when I was running late, burning it down the pavement, I crashed into the side of a BMW pulling out too fast. I was alright, but the guy went nuts on me even though he weren't looking when he pulled out. The other time was when this woman gave me a massive jar of peanuts as a Christmas tip, which was so big I had to carry it under my right arm and ride left-handed. I lost balance with the bag on my back and went straight into a telephone pole. I quite often do double rounds when the other kids are off sick or on holiday. Mr. Smith told me I'm the first person he rings. This job is alright. I don't really have to talk to anyone. I get to ride my bike really fast, read about Millwall and football, look at pictures of buff women and listen to music really loud on my Walkman. Badly copied tape cassettes of whatever I managed to record off the radio or the compilations my older sister and brothers have made for me. I love The Prodigy, The Fugees, Nirvana, Cypress Hill, Wu-Tang Clan, Orbital and loads of other stuff that most of my mates don't yet know about. All this. And I get time to daydream about girls that I fancy at school and the record label I'm going to set up with my best mate Rich. Rap Recordings, Rich and Paul. Even though we don't really know what a record label does. But we made some business cards on his computer using Microsoft Paint. I'd love to have my own computer. I wonder how many weeks' wages it would... Fuck that. Once I've cleared Oakwood Road, I then ride back to the shop to collect my hard-earned dough. The best bit in all of this. Mr. Smith presses that magic button on the till and takes the coins out of the plastic tray and puts that hard-earned £3 in my palm and ticks my name off with pencil in his big A4 book with square paper, and I look at it and I love the feel of it in my palm. As soon as I get that money, I had this sudden urge to spend it all right there and then on stickers, sweet stationery and whatever else my eyes bulge at. Sometimes I do, and then regret it, but mostly not. I'm able to pay for Christmas presents now, and I don't need to ask my parents to lend me money for it. Not that they would anyway. I love the feel of it in my pocket, jangling about as I leave and ride home every week and make myself a boiled egg with soldiers. Because I'm a working man. Boy. And if this is what working life is like, I'm alright with that.